Once again, thank you so much for your patience. And if you have any doubts on the brochure, my number is printed. And I forgot to mention that I'm a career counselor also. And in Andhra Pradesh, I counsel the students through Zoom or Google Meet. So you can contact me personally for any career counseling. No issues in that. And 24/7, no problem. Okay. And once again, thank you very much, and thank you very much to all the teachers who are very patient to listen, and then the management and the principal sir. And thank you very much, and hope to see you soon in Guntur. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to call upon the respected Dr. Asna Manipuri, Director, School of Beauty and Wellness from Symbiosis University. So, welcome to the stage to give the presentation here. Please take time for 10 minutes.
Hello everybody. Hello. I am really thankful to the school management, principal of the school, teachers and you students for giving me the opportunity to come here and give the knowledge about our school, that is Symbiosis Skills and Professional University. Our university is situated in Pune. Pune is a hub for education and it is also called as Oxford of the West, and as well as it is very safe city to live for boys and girls both. This Symbiosis Skills and Professional University is founded by Dr. Muzumdar, and for the Skills and Professional University, Dr. Swati Muzumdar is a Pro-Chancellor of the university, who has created this university with the vision and mission of giving higher education along with the skills to the students, so that the gap between campus and industry is filled up. In most of the conventional university, all the knowledge is given, but the skills are not imparted the way they should be imparted. And that is the reason we have started this university, where the teaching learning pedagogy is 70% learning happens through skills and 30% is classroom teaching. For skill impartation, industry has pitched in, industry has given center of excellences, and as well as there are a lot of skill centers and skill factories in our university. It is a 15-acre land where the university is situated. Now, as you have heard by most of the professors who are here, they have said that they have given tips about selection of the university, and our university focuses on similar things, where the knowledge is imparted on learning by doing, that is hands-on training. There is 100% placement, yearly internship is given. Most of the internships happen in most of the universities, that is after third year or fourth year, that is after the graduation. But in our university, internship is given to the student every year, so that they can practice the knowledge which has taken in that particular year. On job training, we call it as. Similarly, the unique pedagogy I just now explained, internship happens. Industry experience faculty is there in our university. We do not just employ the faculty on their degrees and on their teaching experiences. There has to be an industry experience for the faculty, so that they can impart skill the way they should be imparted over here. We have got unique courses. Next slide. We have got unique courses. These are the courses which are BTech courses, BBA courses, MTech, BArch, BDes and BSc courses. Now these are sector specific courses. It's not just BA, BTech, it's not just BBA, it's sector specific courses are there. Similarly, there are certain unique courses and which are much appreciated by the students, and those are BSc Beauty and Wellness course. The eligibility criteria for BSc Beauty Wellness is not science. It could be arts, commerce and science. A student can acquire BSc degree in beauty and wellness. This course focuses on beauty and wellness, which is the most fast growing industry in all over the world. It is the most fastest growing industry, whereas in India it is growing twice faster than UK, Europe and USA. And in this, there are 4 subjects such as skin, makeup and hair which are taught. And Janta sir already said from Northeast people are hired as a technician, but we train them to be managers or to be entrepreneurs. So yes, technical skills are taught in makeup, hair and skin. In wellness, the technical skills are taught for yoga, naturopathy or alternative therapies. But along with that, managerial skills of personal grooming, and skills on IT and digital marketing, skills on marketing and also entrepreneurship development are taught. It's a holistic course where students can acquire the knowledge and get the degree. And most of our students who have passed out from our university have become managers in various well-known spas and wellness centers such as Jiva Spa or Jindal Spa or Atmanthan Spas. They have become directly managers because we have sent them for internships in these various organizations, and they are absorbed as managers in this industry, or they have started entrepreneurship. These are the courses. Along with that, there is a course called BSc Nutritional Sciences. Most of the students, they appear for NEET examination, and if they cannot crack through medical sciences, they can go to BSc Nutritional Sciences, which goes parallel. And the job opportunities are in the hospitals, in the NGOs, or in the various government organizations where you are there for planning, implementation and evaluation of various government schemes which are happening. These are very high skilled jobs which are offered by government and non-government sectors both. So these are the various courses which happen in our university, and we offer hostel which is fully equipped hostel. There are sports and medical facilities in the university, and hostels are safe to stay in. Boys hostels are separate, girls hostels are separate, and students are very, very happy in our campus because the food which is provided to the hostel children is veg and non-veg food, and also considered students from where they have come. Like if you come from Northeast, then your type of food also will be available in the hostel, so that you can be comfortable and you could be studying properly whichever subject you choose for. And these are some of the student achievements which are there from our university. So I am here sitting. You can take the brochures from me, as well as you can take down my number. And those who wanted to take admission to various sector-specific courses along with the skill development, our university is open for that. And thank you so much for giving me opportunity to come here and describe my university, and I am happy for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Lastly, I will call upon respected Priya Basmati from Asapa University. Welcome to the stage to give the presentation here. Please get a clap for 10 minutes.
Apologies for the delay. I was just trying to figure out the presentation. I think I'm going to need some help with switching the slides, sir. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Hello, respected principal sir, staff members, of course, Shaheen sir. Thank you so much for allowing Ashoka to be present on this lovely day, to be present in front of such lovely students. So my name is Priya Basumatari. I am an assistant manager in the outreach department of Ashoka University. I've done my bachelor's from Ashoka itself in political science and history with a specialization in data analysis. I've worked in software, political research, human resources at various think tanks and startups. Today I will be talking about Ashoka University, and let me start by telling you. All right, let me start by telling you that it's a liberal arts university. How many of you have heard about liberal arts or liberal education? Anybody? All right, I'll start by explaining what liberal arts is. So if I were to ask you, please put Industrial Revolution in one subject. Which subject would you study Industrial Revolution in? Somebody said social science, very good. Anything else? Yeah, please go ahead. History. Most of us have studied Industrial Revolution in history, right? But can we look at it from a scientific perspective as well? Because Industrial Revolution at the core of it was a series of inventions, spinning jenny, steam engine and so on, right? We can also look at it through a sociological perspective, because the men, they started moving to cities to work in factories. We can also look at it from a political perspective, because earlier there used to be a feudal system. You remember there used to be a lord and they would give out the land to peasants, right? But it changed to a capitalist system, okay? There were factory owners and then there were workers. So in a liberal education setup, whenever we're studying any topic, we look at it through a multidisciplinary perspective, okay? When we're looking at it, when we're looking at Industrial Revolution, we'll be thinking about political science, history, science, philosophy, sociology, right? So whenever we study anything in a liberal education setup, we look at all these perspectives. And there's also something called liberal arts, which is used interchangeably with liberal education. Let me just explain the difference. So liberal arts is the subject that you study under liberal education, pedagogy, okay? It has a natural sciences, social sciences and humanities. So when I say liberal arts, I'm also talking about economics, I'm also talking about computer science, I'm also talking about mathematics, biology, as much as I'm talking about history and political science, okay? So liberal arts is not the stereotypical arts that we hear in schools. And liberal education is the pedagogy where we're looking at it through multidisciplinary perspectives. So liberal arts and liberal education. So how do we incorporate this in a bachelor's degree? We do this by giving you the freedom to choose what you want to study. Sir initially asked how many of you are from arts and sciences, right? We saw a clear divide. But when you move on to a liberal education setup, those boundaries are not going to define you. Coming from arts, you can move forward and study chemistry and biology, okay? Coming from sciences, you can build a career in political science, economics or sociology. So we don't bound you on the basis of what you have studied in the past, okay? Sir, can we move to the next slide? Yes, next. Oh, okay, can you please move ahead? I'll just let you know when to stop. Yes, stop, undergraduate program. Right, so in the first year when you join Ashoka or any other liberal education university, you have to study a bit of everything. Coming from sciences, we will put you in a political science classroom, literature classroom, sociology classroom. Coming from humanities, we will drag you to a computer science classroom, we will put you in a chemistry or a biology classroom. So we really force you, in a way, to study a bit of everything because we want to open your minds, okay? And then to decide what you want to study further. Coming from humanities, after doing a course in biology, you've realized my true passion is actually studying biology. I want to go into disease research. Please go ahead, nothing is going to stop you. That's the kind of freedom liberal education gives to you. Alright, so foundational courses, then you decide your major or minor, your specialization basically, and co-curricular is something that every undergraduate degree provides under the guidance of UGC. Let me make it very clear to you, in liberal education, we are only focusing on research-based courses. There is no law, no engineering, no medicine, no business. We only offer BA honors or BSc honors courses. Okay, can we move on to the next slide, please? Next. Yes, these are our foundational courses. Looking at something like mind and behavior. If I were to ask you, which subject does mind and behavior sound familiar to? Mind and behavior, which subject? Louder? Psychology? Okay, alright. So you can look at it through a psychological perspective, okay? But mind and behavior can also be an economics course, right? Because all of economics is based on the consumer is going to make a rational decision. But do they most of the times? We don't. And that's something that we can study in mind and behavior. Mind and behavior could be a philosophy course, okay? So you can pick your perspective and study these subjects according to that. Moving on, next slide. So these are your options of majors and minors. I know most of you can't see it properly. That's why I've got brochures that you can take from me. So let us design an imaginary degree, alright? Let's say I studied CBSE, Humanities, 11th and 12th. After doing foundational courses, I realized I really want to study biology. So I will pick biology as my major. But when I was studying humanities in school, I had a very strong passion for history. So I didn't make history my minor. Now my degree has become a BSc in biology with a minor in history. So similarly, you can design your own courses. You can do political science with media studies. You can do maths with creative writing, anything. The sky is the limit. You can form any combinations of majors and minors here. Moving on, next slide please. Next, please go to the next slide. I'll let you know when to stop. Yes. These are your faculty members. Next please. So just a little story time. When our university was being established, our founders went looking abroad for Indian professors who are not teaching in India and brought them back to the country and established this university. So these are some of the professors who have been with us from the very beginning. People like Divine Gupta, who also used to be the HOD Computer Science at MIT. Gopal Krishna Gandhi, who's professor of history. He's also the grandson of Mahatma. People like Arvind Subramaniam, who was the chief economic advisor to the Indian government, has taught economics. People like Shiv Shankar Menon, who is the former defense advisor to the government of India. He's a professor of international relations. So all these people will be teaching you at the university. Can we move on to the next slide? Next. Just keep going. I'll let you know when to stop. Keep going, sir. Keep going. Yes, stop. Alright. So I've spoken about liberal education, I've spoken about liberal courses. Now let me tell you what the admission process is like, okay? So our admissions run slightly differently. There's no one cutoff or there is no one examination. It's a holistic admissions process. So we look at your application, which is the first stage. You put in your marks from 9th, 10th and 11th. No need to put in your class 12 marks. In fact, our application is open today, so no need to put your class 12 marks. We need 9th, 10th and 11th. Moving on, you enter your extracurriculars. Could be in school, debating, dance, sports, literature, anything you've done in school. Outside school, let's say you have an Instagram account where you upload amazing pictures. You have a Spotify podcast where you're talking about topics like feminism or anything that you like. Or there's a stray dog, there are stray dogs outside your community that you're looking after. All these things count as your extracurricular. Next, you write your personal essays. Last year there was an essay prompt. Pick your favorite word from any language and tell us why that word is your favorite. So we have to do a little bit of reflection here, and we also encourage you to get a letter of recommendation from your teachers. After this, you submit your application got 7 days after the deadline, you have an online assessment where we check your English comprehension and logical reasoning. Let's say you've cleared stage 1, you move on to stage 2, which is the interview round. Let's say you've cleared the interview round as well, then you receive a confirmed offer of admission. Now, it's very true that liberal education universities in India and abroad are very, very expensive. So here comes the fun part. When you receive your offer of admission, you have to declare your financial standing, okay? Let's say my father works in a bank, my mother is a teacher, I have 3 siblings, this is where all the money is going, this is the income we have, these are our liabilities, you mentioned all of this, and based on that, the university gives you a percentage of financial aid, okay? And a lot of students have been studying on full scholarship. Let me just pull up the slides for that as well. Can you move forward? Forward. Forward. Yes. So the big number that you see on your left is the per annum fee of Ashoka, which is 10.27 lakhs per annum. But half of the campus is not paying that fee. They have been awarded some percentage of financial aid, and according to that, their fee differs. There are approximately 160 students who are not paying a single rupee out of that 10.27 lakhs. We cover your tuition, your residence, even your fooding, depending on your financial standing. No student has ever been denied admission at Ashoka on the basis of financial grounds. If you need financial aid, we're there for you. We have 160 founders, people like Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, Narayana, Murthy, Star Corporation, Citibank, HDFC. All of these are our founders, and they're here to help you in case there's any financial assistance that you need. Moving on. Next slide, sir. Let me just go to the placement. Next. Keep going, sir. I had a lot of information, but due to constraint of time, I'll limit it to this. Yes, stop. Alright, these are our placements at a glance. Every year, around 600 students sit for placements, and 600 students are graduating. Half of them get placed. Rest of them either do their masters, have started their own startup, are doing an additional 4th year at Ashoka, or have returned to their family businesses. But the rest of them who were placed, these are the statistics. There are around 350 plus companies on campus. Our median salary is 10.27 lakhs per annum, and our highest salary is 33 lakhs per annum. Here is a fact that I really love to mention. So this salary is given out by Google every year to students. They recruit 2 computer science majors every year as software engineer. Let's go back in time. I told you that we don't have engineering, okay? But still Google is recruiting BSc computer science students as engineers because our BSc computer science is equivalent to computer science engineering. Alright, I'd like to conclude my presentation here, and in case you have any questions about financial aid, courses that we offer, what is liberal education, thanks for the early class, and I'm really glad you enjoyed my presentation till here. But yes, I'll be there in case you have any questions. Feel free to approach me and take home any brochures or flyers that you'd like to keep with you. Thank you.